As kids grow up, it's normal that they will run into some problems, whether it's school or even dealing with friends. And for parents, your instincts tell you to help. And some issues may need more than just a simple solution. So here to give us some insight on this is our parenting expert, Kim Minch. Good morning, Kim. Thank you for joining us on a Saturday.
Good morning, Morgan. It's good to see you.
Let's get right into it. Why is giving our kids advice sometimes the wrong first move, even though that's what all parents want to do immediately?
Right, right. As parents by nature, we want to help. I mean, it is important for us to usually jump it right in there. But when we do that without finding out what they really need or what they need in that moment, we might actually shut down conversation. So parents, don't jump in right away and want to give advice. Find out what your kid needs first.
Okay, that brings me to my next question. So for those of us who might need a little script, a little inspiration,
Yeah.
what are some of the things? Is it a question? What are the better things to say instead of just
Yes.
kind of offering our thoughts?
Yeah. This is going to depend on age, right? But you might want to say something like, do you want me to just listen? Do you want me to help you think this through, or do you want to hear what I think about this? So you might want to give them some options, because a lot of times our kids just want us to listen. And the older they get, I think it's really important to think about asking them or trying to involve them in the process of thinking through what the problem is and how to get to the solution. So the older they are, the more we want to incorporate them into, instead of just giving them advice.
That's so good. I mean, and you bring up age here. So can you kind of walk us through the best approaches quickly versus, you've got a young child versus a teenager, maybe even your adult children, just the
Yeah.
different levels and different ways to approach that?
Sure. If you have a young child, say, I don't know, up to age 10 or, through elementary school, you might want to say, do you just want me to listen, or can I help you think this through? So you want to start planting the seeds of, I can help you, support you in this. I don't want to just give you the answer. Then if they're teens, you could say something like, you also could say again, because sometimes doesn't matter the age, our kids just want to be heard like everyone else. So do you want me to, sorry, excuse me. Do you just want me to listen to you? Do you want my advice, or should we talk through the steps of, how to think through this? Now with an adult child, I would also offer, yes, did you just want me to listen, or do you want my advice, or would you like to figure out what the next steps are? I don't, I think when you're talking about a younger child, you don't want to give them all three options, but as they get into their teen and certainly their adult years, you give them those three options: listening, helping them think through it, and or your advice on what you think about it.
And I guess my last question for you, what is your wisdom for if your child just keeps on bringing you the same problems, they are not taking the advice you give them, not sharing the wisdom, and you're kind of looking from the outside like, okay, I see what the problem is here. How do you
Yeah.
navigate that? That can be really frustrating.
Yeah, I totally understand that. And again, I think as parents, it's our nature to want to jump in and help, but we're not. What we can do to help really is begin to advocate for them to start fixing their own problems, especially the older that they get. So if your son or daughter comes to you and they're over and over again have the same problem, I would say, I believe we've talked about this before. What do you see as the first step?
It's the hardest job in the world, and we're so grateful for your wisdom here. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Thank you for making us a bit smarter in this space.
No problem. Thank you, Morgan.
We'll be right back.